This is your girl Queen Dee Dee. Yep, I'm coming back to you with another story. And as you can see, I got y'all greatest in front of me. This is from, oh my goodness, Stoic Giant. I don't know how I got this, but thank you, subscriber. I appreciate it, and I'm gonna make it do whatever it do. I notice when you send me something dealing with the greatest, I got to put my thinking cap on, and I got to kind of get to work a little bit. Why do older men want younger women? Says Kevin Samuels. That's the title. I don't know how many subscribers he have because I'm not on it, but I know this particular short has 19,000 likes, 1,100 comments. Don't know what it's about. I just know it says, why do older men want younger women? Let's find out why. Because the greatest know he's a man, right? And okay.
You can be right all you want to. Men control access to marriage. And one of the major reasons that older women are getting passed over for younger women is you're too masculine. You're too bossy. The older you get, the more money you make, the more education you have, the more resources you get, thereby inflating your estimation of yourself. But that estimation is not your sexual marketplace value. It is going down. That man, if he can meet your high standard, he can meet a lot of other women's standard as well. And here's the problem. There are hundreds of you, thousands of you. Why should he pick you over the one that can carry her own babies at 24 or 25 or 26 who are willing to get on his program, who don't have as many expectations as a woman your age? You can be right all you want to.
The only reason, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I listen to jibber jabber like this, as quick as I could be on my feet sometimes you got to be very careful with your opponent. Because if you're not careful with your opponent, you'll miss the beat, you'll miss the point, you'll miss your time, and you'll definitely miss their time too. I'm confused at this story again, and it seems like it was only like, what, a minute long short. But I have to listen to this one more time because I'm confused about some things within this 1 minute. I don't know if I can unravel this.
Men control access to marriage. And one of the major reasons that older women are getting passed over for younger women is you're too masculine.
Kool-Aid.
You're too bossy. The older you get, the more money you make, the more education you have, the more resources you get, thereby inflating your estimation of yourself. But that estimation is not your sexual marketplace value. It is going down. That man, if he can meet your high standard, he can meet a lot of other women's standard as well. And here's the problem. There are hundreds of you, thousands of you. Why should he pick you over the one that can carry her own babies at 24 or 25 or 26 who are willing to get on his program, who don't have as many expectations as a woman your age? You can be right all you want to.
Right there. You can be right all you want to, but that don't make you right though. It only makes you right because that's what you want. But what you just said or what you just did or what you just whatever, that doesn't make it right. So whatever is in your head is what make it right. Everybody got a head on them, because I don't know a man that can walk around without one. Unless y'all telling me I'm wrong. So everybody can do whatever they want to do, whether it's being right or wrong, if they want. But the problem with being right or wrong, if you want, it's not always the correct reality. And I think right here, we need a reality check. Because as me being a woman, whether I'm right or wrong, there's one fact I can tell you about me as a woman. I'm a woman. That's a fact. You can't take that away. So if I'm a woman and that's a fact, being right all I want means what? When it's all about a man feeling as though he control my mind, he control everything, but I only control if I give him sex. But the right part about it is I control everything about me. And that's where these men, these submissive cats that follow Kevin Samuels, they're not understanding that. That's why the woman that they're with, they're still with the same woman, getting the same treatment, and then coming to this cat's town and meowing. Submissive cats, you. Let's keep going. Yes, I'm back. I haven't seen y'all in a couple of days, have I? Feels good to be home.
Men control access to marriage.
No, men control access to their mouth. That's what they control. They control access to their mouth. They don't even control their own minds. Because if they control their own minds, they wouldn't be listening to you. And these are the same men that would say, oh, you get around your girlfriends and you listen to what your girlfriends say. And then you bring that drama back in the house. What are you doing right here? You're listening to what this man say, and then you go and you try to get with your woman, especially a black woman, and you try to incorporate this new lifestyle onto them when you already know you got the wrong woman, especially color. When you men want to have this much control, you know for a fact you got to go to the other side of the race, because it ain't the black woman race. We're not going to sit and tolerate a man telling us you control access to everything. No, what we've allowed you to do is control access to asking us to marry you. That's what you control. But do you really control that? Maybe in your mind? Because everything is in our own mind. But again, that don't make it right. Whatever your decision is, that don't make it right. Whatever your thought is, that doesn't make it right. That makes it your decision and that makes it your thought. Now, if you feel men control access to marriage, it's men control access to marriage only because you have so many women that's been living in a microwave generation all this time, where back in the day with their ancestors, grandma, granddaddies, grandpappies, listen, they slave masters. They tried to instill that type of behavior from back then. And because this is such a microwave generation, they go round and round. And when things go round and round, what are you doing? You're looking at the same things. You listen to the same people. You listen to the same argument. You got the same fuss. You got the same fight. But somebody stops that at some point or another. So men control access to marriage if we allow them to. You don't control access to marriage. You control access to do whether or not you're asking a woman to marry you. We control access to a yes or no. So you can ask all you want. That don't make it right. That doesn't make it. That doesn't mean it's gonna happen. See, I like when people tell one part of the story, but they forget to incorporate the other part. You know, the other part, like the Bible say, love. The Bible say, do unto others as you have them do to you. That's a part of the Bible. The Bible also say, love your mother and father. You must respect your mother and father, or your days may not be long. That's a part of the Bible. But see, the thing of it is, people never tell the other side of it. You know, like the other side that say your mother and father shall not provoke thy child. Does it make sense what I'm saying? If you get off the surface, it does. I'm only telling you, you own access to a part of it. But what happened to the other side of it? You can ask a woman, and I've heard so many men ask women to marry them over and over and over. But what I find is you've just asked 5 women to marry you in the last 2 years. So whatever you control access to, for some reason, it ain't resonating on the other side. So you can own access to whatever you want to own access. Again, it's only in your mind. See, this is what Kevin Samuels don't tell you. It's in their mind. It's what they're creating. It's how he tried to take a bunch of submissive cats and turn them around to start trying to retrain them and reprogram them. That's why he's coming up with these old time banters and men control access to this, women can. So basically, you're only saying the only thing in life that a woman control access to is sex. But we also control access to bringing you here. Didn't you see that on the ballot? We control access to bringing you here. Let's not forget that. And this is where I always have to take my monumental men back in reality. Because we'll put you up on this pedestal and statue, or we'll take you down. You decide. You own access to actually nothing unless we give you the tongue and snatch it out your mouth if we feel like it. That's when we say, no, thank you. I don't want to marry you. Can we go out to dinner? Instead of marriage, I'll take your dinner. And then what you do, you flock over to Becky, or you flock over to a woman that's passive. Let's keep going.
And one of the major reasons that older women are getting passed over for younger women.
Well, the thing of it is, older women don't get passed over. What older women do, we slip past. We don't get passed over, dear. We slip past. We slip past because right then and there, we've already decided you're not on my level. You're not a man for me. Because if you think as a man, just because you think you own access to a marriage because this is what your godfather said, you submissive cat, you. If you really think you're going to be able to come up to me and even speak to me with flip-flops and socks on, you think you're going to come up and speak to me with your hat turned to the side? You think you're going to come up and speak to me? My teeth got to be white and clean and good and pearly and my breath got to smell good, but you missing a whole 2 teeth, both of the primary. Didn't get a shave, didn't get a haircut. I really didn't care anything about the way you drive around in the car, but your presentation means a lot, especially at first meet. Second meet, third meet, fourth meet, that's M-E-E-T. Not the other M-E-A-T. All of that makes a difference. So if younger women feel the need to get that man that controls access to everything and she only control her sex, she's a lost cause.
Is you're too masculine.
And honestly, see, this is where I always fall short because I don't understand what does too masculine mean. When you say a woman is too masculine, that means what? That means this woman get up every morning and get her kids ready for work, for school. Does that mean a woman that's too masculine, she get up in the morning and also make sure that those kids have breakfast if it's not provided for at school? She get up in the morning and make sure that those kids actually get to school. She get up in the morning and she also makes sure that those teachers are on the same page with her. Don't take advantage of my kids, and I'll make sure my kids don't take advantage of you. You mean that same woman that get up and make sure that you get off to work the right way? You mean that same woman that after she done taking care of all the children, including you, she get herself ready and get to work? Or you talking about that same woman that get the kids from school, come home and get dinner ready? Oh, I forgot she had to go buy dinner too. You ain't get paid yet, so she's using her food stamps that you help her get because you the man. And that saved you some money in your pocket. Don't get cute. After she buy all the grocery, come home, get it out the car. Don't be cute, and don't think I'm being tedious and technical, because I am. And she put that dinner on the stove, and while dinner is on the stove cooking, she getting those kids ready for bed, getting their homework done. And where are you at? You're supposed to be at work, but you've been off work. You either with Becky with the good hair, Bonquita with the bad hair, or you at the bar with your boys, the other submissive cats. Is that the masculine woman that you're referring to? And then we let you come home, and then we got to say, where were you at? Oh no, everything in the house is already taken care of. So all you got to do is come and get your good plate. And then you get to go and take your good shower. And then you get to lay in the bed, and you stress free. Oh, I went to work all day. Oh, so everything that I've done wasn't work all day. So that's what makes me bossy as an older woman. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. Y'all can follow this man if y'all want to, but 90% of the men only following you because they're on the site. In the reality of their world, they're not following you. Why? Because they know there's no woman, not in the black culture, not just like that. You got to go and look for the weak and the passive. And that's what you're telling them. You're training them to find women where you can manipulate them. You're training men to find women where you can control them. You're finding women where you could tell them what to do, where all they're good for is laying down making a baby. Do you think only 24 and 25-year-olds make babies? Do you know some of the most healthiest women are in their 40s and 50s? I don't know where you all are getting your, I don't know where you're getting your statistics from. But I guess you're getting those statistics from the women that you choose, because maybe you're not masculine enough for a woman like myself. Maybe you're not masculine enough for this lady right here. You're not masculine enough because what you all are doing, you're trying to create, you want to come and get a classy woman, then you want to recreate her to fit your frame. It doesn't work like that. We're too bossy. I don't want to go down that list again of bossy, because if it wasn't for us being bossy, the kids wouldn't get to school without having a right and a left shoe on. The kids wouldn't get to school without having everything that they need. Those are a part of soft skills. I mean, come on, Kevin, you did say, men, your soft skills suck. You said that in a 55-second video. I'll post it at the end. So I want to see you raise kids the way we do and not be bossy. I want to see you birth kids the way we do and not be masculine. So what you're saying is we are too masculine for you because you can't birth children. We got something you will never be able to do. Let's remember that. I want to make sure that y'all Godfather understands that you may be a master manipulator of submissive cats, but not all women sit in that same boat. And that's where you guys are having a problem at. But I find it so weird that so many of you run behind me. No, thank you. No, thank you. It's time that these women, y'all need to stop. You need to get control of your mind. There's 3 things that you own. You own your mind, mouth, and I keep telling you, that cat down there. I don't mean the cat with a sausage that get limp. I'm not talking about that type of cat. You heard me say get limp, because they don't stay like that all the time. Boop. Limp. Ick. You need us to help you get it back up. That's a part of being bossy.
See, the older you get,
the wiser you're supposed to get. The older you get, the wiser you're supposed to be. The older you get, the wiser you're supposed to show that you woke. That's the reason and the purpose for getting older. You don't get older to stay the same. Who wants a woman that stays the same? I don't want a man that stays the same, especially if they're in their 20s and they're still immature. And these are the ones that these type of cats right here want. They want women that they can manipulate. They want women that they can control. It's called a narcissist. And what narcissists do, the real true narcissist, see, wait, what Kevin isn't telling you is this. A real true narcissist. Y'all look the definition up and then you come back and tell me if I'm wrong or not. I mean, I won't get nobody to follow me there. Definitely won't get no women. But when you look up the definition of a narcissist, what a narcissist's main goal is to do, not just to manipulate any type of person, because that's not a true narcissist. See, what Kevin's saying is he's a narcissist, but he a borderline soft cat. If he was a true dog, woof, woof, and he knew how to bark, he'll be a narcissist on the other side. That's when you could really show me you know how to flex your muscles. See, he don't know how to flex his muscles. That's why he got to be a narcissist on the soft, weak, impulsive side. But let him become a narcissist on the right side of the law. See, when you're on the right side of the law, see, the right side gonna take you down the right road. See, all these queens, the real queens that are out there, he don't want to challenge those type of queens because he don't have it right here for that queen. I'm not talking about this young lady right here because I didn't hear the full interview and I don't need to. I already know who my opponent is. Sorry, ma'am. See, it's a great thing when you were raised by all men. It's a great thing when you understand how to crack the code. But women don't want to listen. And those are the men right there. That's who they're looking for. Women, you control access to 3 things. That's your mind, mouth, and the cat. And I don't mean the submissive ones like him and his followers. A true narcissist, did you think I forgot? A true narcissist, what they do, if you want to be a true narcissist, break a strong woman down. Just remember, a true narcissist, he breaks down, he comes for the strong. Look it up. Google a narcissist. See, I don't have to have a PhD. I don't have to go to the psychology school. I don't have to be in the psychiatrist world. I don't have to do that. All I have to do is be me with my own life experiences. See, me, I'm the reality to this. A PhD ain't your reality. That's called taught. That means you went to school and you learned that from somebody else who put it in a book. Go through it physically, mentally, emotionally, actively. He could say what he want to say. A true narcissist, their goal is to break down a strong woman. That's how you defeat the purpose of it. When you get with men like Kevin Samuels, that's why he try to break a woman down from the back. Because if you break a person down from their back, how are they going to ever lay down good? You can't even really sit down good. You can't even lay down good. You can't even think right. And those are the women that they look for. You know why? Because once a person breaks you down from your back, you need to depend on who? So what these men are looking for, they're looking for weak, passive, non-impulsive women. See, because when you're an impulsive woman, they don't want those type of women. They want someone weak. They want someone soft. They want someone that they can manipulate. If you're not in those categories, ladies, you do just what you're doing. You keep it moving. You do not have to subject yourself to that slave man mentality. That's going back to a slave owner. What he's trying to do is he's trying to take the role of a white man that controlled him. I keep telling y'all women, y'all think I'm joking. Y'all got the power. We got the power, black women. We got the power to control a lot of things. I said in every video, a black man is not, his biggest enemy is not a black woman. His biggest enemy is not even a white woman. His biggest enemy is a white man. But the next one in line from that white man to be broken, if you can, is a black woman. See, all spewing all this stuff out. Think about what a white slave owner did. He wanted the weak woman. But guess what? You could tell they not where they're supposed to be. A white man controlled it all, including access to the sex. What is he talking about? He said it himself. Oh, women, you only control access to sex. Oh. That's the only thing we own access to? I wonder, when did that start? I mean, which way your mind going here? At the end of the day, when a man wants to have full control, the first thing that he will do is try to break you down mentally. The first way for a man to break you down mentally, he's either going to do one or two things. He's either going to woo you over with all his sweetness, givings, and lack thereof, or he gonna woo you over with his fist. Which one you think they're gonna use? These days, it's not as easy to get away with your fist without eventually getting caught. But if you woo a person over and you gain them mentally, you just stripped them of everything. Ladies, you have access to 3 things. You got your mind, mouth, and your cat down there. What can you do without your mind? Nothing. What can you do without a voice? Snatch it out. What can you do? What can you do with what you got down there? Because just remember this. They keep saying that, oh, women don't control access to this. Women don't control access to that. You only control access to sex. But do you know how powerful sex is? I don't care where they go and get it from. A real man will tell you when there's a woman that they really want, ask them how many cravings they get for that particular person. Why do you think they put in so much work to get it? They could go and run with all the women they want to run with. The amount of men that chase you because they really want to taste you, they ain't gonna never stop coming. Why you keep coming? I thought you had access to so many other women. I thought my sex meant nothing but 5% of me. And you can get it from anywhere else. Men, don't act cute just because you want to be around these men and act like you so big, bold, and masculine. We break y'all down and y'all can't take it. We break you down so bad till you got to get in a group and hurdle over it and try to figure out how to get to us. Who cares? Young women ain't gonna never have what a strong woman have. You think that make women miserable? You think that hurt us because you didn't fit us and we'll rather keep moving? I don't know what gave men the right to think that they can get old, wrinkled, full of gray hair. Can't keep a woman theyself. Can't bring a woman in the picture so we can see them. Can't even hold on. But you gonna try to tell a whole bunch of men what to do. How? Are you leading a cult? That's a bunch of submissive men, and you don't even lead by example. Because a man leading by example, ever so often when people watch your video, I should see a woman bring you a drink. That's showing me who the king is. I don't understand, what is it that you told these men to make so many people follow you? And I find so many faults and contradictions within minutes of videos you put out. Something is wrong here. Women, don't fall in this trap.
Money you make, the more education you have,
But what is the problem? See, this is again where I have so much of a problem. Why is it first you want to say that women don't make enough money? Why is it first you want to say women don't go and take advantage and get their education? Why is it the first thing you always say, oh, women want to have their babies and have all these different fathers? Why is it that you throw so many things out against women and you try to form it as being negative at first, and then you come up in a video like this? Go back to all his videos. He beat women up because you don't have this, you didn't do that, you didn't do the other, you didn't and he go on and on like a master eyeglass wearer. But then you get that woman on the other side that have done everything that he's been beating all of these other women up, and he still beat that strong woman up. Now she too strong. Now she got too much of an education. Now she making too much money. Now she got too many resources. I mean, listen, this is a twin. I've never, ever heard such a twisted tongue twangler. Every time I listen to this man, he's a twisted tongue twangler. You can't preach in 15,000 videos and say women don't this, that, and other. And it includes education. It includes they don't make enough money on the job. It includes they don't do this with the children. It includes they don't do this. They need a man for support. They need financial. They need a man to tell them what to do. But now you're saying in this video that women, what we do is when we get money, when we got resources, we educated. Which one is it? So we can't be this and we can't be that. Can you please explain to me, men, who is the perfect woman for y'all? Who is the perfect woman for these male chauvinistic cats? Because they're not even pigs no more. They're submissive cats. And ladies, I wish one point you would speak up. How many men have you run into that fit the build of what this man says in all his videos? Yeah, they can be on here entering all the comments and likes they want. How many of them have you ran into in your day-to-day? Just like it's okay for a man to be single because he don't want the headache of a woman anymore. Why is it not okay for a woman to be single? Why is it not okay for a woman to say, no, thank you. Okay, good. We don't fit this description of each other. We don't fit a mesh with each other. We're not that good of a match. Maybe we can continue to be friends, or it's nice meeting you. Good luck on your journey of finding love. Why can't it be like that when a woman is in that same zone? Why does a man have to be the only one to say, oh, you know what? You ain't got no man. You miserable. Oh, you 40 years old. Nobody don't want you. Oh, you 50 years old. Nobody don't this. You don't think a man want me? See, the problem isn't who the man wanting me. The problem is for me is I don't want the man. And no, I don't do the women either. At the end of the day, I'm so confused at this tongue-twisted tangler. He say one thing in 30,000 videos, and then in a video like this, the clip's so small until you're going to miss it if you don't pay attention. But what he's saying is now he beating that same woman up that he was putting down on the other side over there because it wasn't in you. Now it's in this woman right here, and he's still beating you up. Which one is it?
Resources you get, thereby inflating your estimation of yourself.
Why does it have to be an inflation? Why does it have to be an estimation? And why does it have to be in such a negative manner? Because I'm kind of confused. I wonder, I don't know the kids, but I wonder if he have a daughter that he raised. I'm hopefully with a woman. I wonder if he's preaching this type of stuff to his daughter to inflate her mindset. Or I wonder is on the other side of it, he's teaching his daughter what not to allow a man to do. But he's trying to teach somebody else's daughters to go along with this foolery. Talk about a contradictory. Talk about a contradictor. Talk about contradicting. This is a contradiction. I wonder if he have daughters or any of the men that like to do the comments. It's 1,100 comments on here. I haven't read one of them. I wonder if any of those men that are commenting about women that they want to date and screw, I wonder if this the same behavior that they're wanting their daughters to allow from a man. And not only that, and I wonder if these same men are even exhibiting any of this with the women that they're with at home. I don't even care if it's a gay one, because you still want to be like a woman. That's why you want to be on this side of the law. We're inflating our estimation of ourselves. So anytime we get ourselves together, we're financially stable. Check, man. Just bring your income in, pay bills with me. Anytime we become at peace in our minds, check, men. If you're the right one, you can sit next to me if you're at peace too. Just because we decide that we don't want the foolery in the relationship, check, men. If you've already got yourself together, you sick of homonging. You sick of all your drama out there in the streets and then bringing it back home. You ready to really have something and build something so we can be happy. We're wrong for all of that. Again, I'm going to ask, what is a perfect woman to these men? What is a perfect woman to a black man? Because I find it so weird that white men don't act like this. I find it so weird that a white man don't have a question about you inflating your self-esteem, your estimation, and you're inflating this and you're inflating that. Why is the conversation with a black man, it's a downgrader to black women, but when you're talking to a white man, they are loving this type of attitude, this type of mentality, this type of go-getting, this type of let's support each other. Why is it that this white man love this black woman that like to put herself on a pedestal? Why is it that this white man treating you so differently? Why is our black man, every time their conversation, why is the conversation on the negative side? What man don't want a woman that have a good inflation of herself? Why is it that we can't estimate or say I'm a good woman. I am financially stable to pay my bills. I have raised my children. I do like the nice, finer things. I do want to travel the world. I do want to be with someone that make me happy. I've already been through the childish rigmarole. And if any of these 20 and 24-year-old had any kind of damn common sense, they'll grab onto my afro. Hey, grab my earrings. Yank them too hard. And pay attention. So 20 or 30 years down the line, they don't just be coming to the reality that I'm at. Why continue to beat black women up? Why are black men so intimidated by black women? They're not intimidated by white women. They're only intimidated by a white woman if they think a white woman got some sort of access to a powerful white man. Or a powerful black man. Where they at? I'm confused.
But that estimation is not your sexual marketplace value.
Why does everything have to go back to sex with him? I'm not being funny, but I don't understand, why does everything have to go back to sex with him? Why does it always have to be a marketplace value? You don't understand, just because women are stronger than you, do you think sex is the only thing that we're holding you from? To be honest with you, if you have not mentally stimulated me, it didn't even get past my waist. Matter of fact, it didn't even get past my shoulders. So why do you have to put my maturity, my strongness, my mental value, why did you have to put any of that in the place of sex? So that means anytime you're with a woman, or you're thinking about a woman, or you're talking to a woman, or you're meeting them at the grocery store, you're telling them hi, the first thing you're determining is she using her sex on the marketplace? Why didn't you meet a woman to say, oh, mentally, we having a nice conversation? Because you can say whatever you want, because you were a little bit too old to be even telling me anything about a 24-year-old R. Kelly. Because I wanted to know, at your old age, what age women were you dating? Why is it that we never were able to see any of your relationships? How old were the women? What type of education they had? What did these women what did they really do to stimulate you? Because if you got this beat of a bag of women, why didn't you just go to a man? Because I don't get it. Because if men understand each other, then clearly look like you're looking for a woman to lead down like a man or something. I don't know if this is why he has so many submissive cats running behind him, but it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't equate to $1 with me. Everything is about a sexual market value. I value myself way more than sex. Just like you can get it from anywhere, we can too as women. But when you start valuing you, sex is a part of it. I value me. I don't have to devalue myself because I'm 24 or 25 years old and I can have babies. And if you're 24 and 25 years old, lady, continue to enjoy your life. You're now just probably getting out of college. So many of you already have babies by the time you get out of high school. Big ups to you if you got out of high school and college without kids. Continue your education. Continue to be a strong woman. Continue to don't let a man choose you. You choose him. And that's what they're not understanding. You continue to value yourself, women. You continue to choose a man. And the reason why you're choosing a man, and I'm telling you you're choosing a man because everything that you've done forced that man to want to ask you, can we get married? It's not that you did what he wanted him to do. Most, that's not how it go. He know this is not realistic. He know if the real men stepped up with their woman on the table too, and that's what I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind one of these men that's so bigot as a submissive follower of Kevin Samuels or any of these other narcissistic men, especially black men, because I don't think it'll be too many white men out there that's this disrespectful. I want to see you come on my channel with your wife, and don't send me nobody Becky with the bad hair. Don't send her to me. I want a real woman, a real couple, and I want to really see how the dynamics is with that couple. Because the way he acting, like the way these men follow him, and they kind of act like, oh yeah, women this, women that, women the other. So that means out of all y'all followers, y'all are all single with no women. Or y'all following him because y'all women act just like the type of woman he want. A young submissive woman that love a cheater. A young submissive woman that in one of his videos he said, you don't win arguments on facts. You mean talking about one of those submissive women? I want to see that type of marriage come to me and be truthful. Women, y'all continue to choose the men. You got the right to choose who you want around you, who you want to sleep with, who you want in you, and who you can take a break and let them get out. And then you'll make them come back in. It's not a such thing as having you whooped. So y'all men don't go through that either. Y'all stop it.
It is going down. That man.
Why is it going down? Why is our value going down just because we started valuing ourselves? So basically what you're saying is you want a woman that the only thing this woman can value is whatever you say, whatever your opinion is, and whatever your fact is. This is for the letter M. You're saying that women basically don't have a value but for sex. How disgusting. And there's so many women out there. Thank you, women, for being out there. And I wish you could come on and leave a comment to say you only dog a man to sleep with them and you don't want nothing else from them. Make them feel like nothing. Because men, they trying to act so hard. They get on here on social media and they act so hard and act like a woman don't take their heart down and crush it. Take it and rip it out their chest. And what you do, women, hand it back to them when you need a break.
If he can meet your high standard.
And if he can't meet your high standard, listen what you do. Remember, he floated in this way. Float him back. See how much faster he went when he left? Let him keep going. Let him keep going. Because one thing about him, he'll be back. They'll be back. They'll be back because that's when they realize that the grass isn't greener on the other side. That's when they'll realize, no, the foundation that's going to be laid right here, either we're going to get along or we're not. Or use your fin and keep it moving. Don't devalue yourself because men are on here using this as a tactic. See, some men use stuff like this as a tactic because it's about views. It's about subscribers. It's about comments. It's about likes. It's about stuff like that. But is that the true reality in their houses? No. So don't fall to this trap. Don't fall to be these type of victims. You have the right to be strong. You have the right to tell men no if you don't like how they breath smell and they never clean it up. If they don't fit your description in your build, then you don't have to stay there. They're doing you the same way. If a man see you walking and your eyes wasn't of an interest to him, he's not going to wait around for you. Why can't you do the same thing? So just because a man come to you, that's the man you're supposed to deal with. Like Kevin Samuels said in one of his videos, you let your man go. The love of your life, you let him go. No, he let himself go. Let them go. The right one gonna come along. There's so many men out there claiming they're single. So why is it that women can't claim the same thing? Why do we have to get into a trap just because you see me in the grocery store and you thought I look good? So now what? I'm supposed to bow down to that nature? It doesn't work like that. I'm moving on.
He can meet a lot of other women's standards.
And that's what he should do. A man like that have the right to meet any other women, just like women have the right to meet other men. What is the difference in those two? A man have the right to keep moving, but a woman have the right to keep it moving as well. Why is it only good for a man to be able to have these type of decisions? So I want to know, what else do you say men got to control? Oh, women only control access to sex. Man control access to everything else. So man control access to me getting my hair done. Man control access to me wanting to look beautiful, making sure I'm dressed right, making sure I'm smelling good, teeth good, ears cleaned, behind the ears, fingernails. Know what I want out of life. Know where I'm going. You mean that? But you doing it. You out there making sure that you financially stable and set. I don't believe all your followers are. You're out there deciding whether you want to be in a nice car or not. You're out there making sure that you meet the right resources in order for you to grow yourself and your business. You out there deciding that, no, you just met this woman and she's just not your type. Not because she might not be nice looking or anything, but you're just not wanting to have to build the woman up like that because you've already stable enough. So you don't want this girl that's working at McDonald's and you know she don't have anything. You don't want this girl that actually coming to you because they always like this, because now they need their cell phone bill. Now they want to go out to eat. Now they need a pair of shoes. Now they need a purse. Now they need to vent to you. Now they got to tell you this. Now they that. And you done slept with her 30 times. You get to decide that you don't want to deal with that woman. So I'm not understanding. You get to decide how long you want to be single. Why can't a woman decide that? Let them move to another woman if that's what they want to do. But one thing I could tell you, lady, you control 3 things. That's your mind, your mouth, and your cat. Let them keep going because they'll be back.
And here's the problem. There are hundreds of you.
It's actually not a problem because it's more than hundreds of us. There's thousands of us. So it's actually not a problem. There's hundreds of you. And I don't even think it's really that many. And I don't even think you are someone that even provide that much, because you're not married. You're an old man. And a woman my age don't want y'all old asses. That's why y'all older black men age horribly. There's thousands of other women out there, not just hundreds. Hundreds of thousands, I'm saying. But you're wrong about that. There's not thousands of me. There's only one of me. One. And when you're saying that we're not as valuable anymore as we get older, I want you to understand it's not women around here buying Viagra and Cialis. Older women aren't around here buying that. The older a woman get, the more active she is. And I do hear a lot of how older men don't even last that long anymore. The stamina that you had at a younger age, it's gone. Older women don't want y'all old asses no more. At that point, it might be time to take a step down from y'all. Ain't that what most of them do? So if there's other thousands of hundreds of women out there, I say go get them. But you'll be back.
Why should he pick you over the...
He don't have to pick me because I chose him. He don't have to pick me. He don't have to pick me over anyone. What he have to do is now get to know the next one. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. He doesn't have to pick me. That's great. Just like he didn't pick the other woman. And then the other woman didn't pick him. See, it's a microwave. It goes back and forth. Because you got men that think that they're so good looking. They think they make so much money. So they always getting it picked. They pick who they want out the crop. And then that one pick in that crop say, back up. I didn't pick you. And that's when your feelings get hurt. And that's when you go to calling women names. That's when you go to realizing you ain't God of a relationship. You don't own access to sex, access to this, access to that, access to another. You don't own access to our mind. That's when you go to talking about us, because you was able to get all the crop that you wanted. But what happened to the crop that you had? Why didn't you keep that crop that you had fertilized right? Why didn't you keep that crop that you had watered down right? Why don't you have a good crop? Why what's wrong with you? Because sometimes what y'all men try to do, you're very, very slick. Because I don't understand when you've been married 3-4 times, 2 times, 3 times, you in and out relationships. Who do you think is the common denominator? How could you be in so many different relationships with so many different people and not see fault where maybe you need to figure something out different because you can't keep no woman? You mean to tell me out of all the women in marriages, nobody equaled up to you? So that means you got a perfect daughter.
And carry her own babies at 24 or 25.
And good. And that's the joy of it. At 24, 25, or 26 years old, you supposed to be having babies if you want to. I had my baby at 25. I had 2 of them. Daughter just turned 22 years old, got a real estate license August the 7th. Son 25 years old, he worked for the city, very good position, out of college and all. I don't want no more babies. And for me, I don't even want grandbabies right now. So good for those 24 and 25 year old. They got the energy and the stamina for it. Do you think we're knocking them for having babies? When a woman get in her 40s and 50s, do you not know this is the prime time of their life? You 70. Do you think women 40 and 50 trying to sit down and sit in rocking chairs and ask you, how you doing? Would you bring me some coffee? I'm black, please. I'm trying to stay woke. I'm woke. I'm woke and I want to have fun. And if I have to show who I am in order for the right man to know he can step to me, then so be it. I'll continue to race. But what we're not going to do, we're not going to be downgraded and chosen by men like that. Men, what you need to understand is you did not choose me. I've already chose you. And I hooked you so bad until... why are you asking me to marry you? Stop it, man. Don't be intimidated by strong women. Just get strong.
26 who are willing to get on his program.
Good, a program. Told y'all it was a game. A program. Our life aren't programs. We're not programs. This is reality. See, you're on a program because you're utilizing a social platform. That's a program for you. The things that you spew out your mouth and the things you do and say to these men, that's not the program that you're on with none of the women you have. There's no way you're going to tell me there's a 24 or 25 years old that's willing to get on the program. That's right. That's why R. Kelly is in trouble right now. That's why P. Diddy is in trouble right now. Who's next after him? Okay, Bill Cosby, you got away. Barely did. You talking about those programs? See, one thing about it, as you get older, you don't have to work that hard for no man. You don't have to work that hard to get them, find them, or keep them. When you learn how to be you and be at peace and have a mind, mouth, and a cat down there that you control, you don't have to worry about the rest of it. And that's what y'all need to understand. You start listening to this type of banter, it's like you're being led by a cult. You're being led by someone that's trying to master manipulate you mentally first. Just because a meat look good, that don't mean it's done all the way through the middle. Don't always look at a man and say, oh, he look good, I want him. All he doing is looking good. But then you should ask him, how many times you been married? Oh, 3 times? When you start seeing red flags, it's okay to run. I didn't say run at the first red flag. I said when you start seeing red flags. When you start seeing them with that S on the end, run. You don't have to stay in it. Don't let them master manipulate you. Some of these men, they're living on a game. Like he said, it's a program. They're willing. It's right here. He said they're willing to get on his program. See, I don't want to deal with a man with a program. That means you're not altruistic. You're not real. You're not true. You're trying to multiply. And you got the right amount of women out there that allow you to multiply. But women, you could best believe you got the right amount of men out there that's for you as well. Because they're not looking to keep training little girls. They done been through that themselves. They're not looking to not be happy in their heart. They're not looking to not be content. They're looking to enjoy life too. Don't listen to this. It's malarkey.
Don't have as many expectations as a woman.
And that's good. They don't have as many expectations as a woman because they still running around the streets like little clowns. They're still having fun the way we did at that age. But what you better do, little 24 and 25 years old, because you want these old men, you better, since they say you don't own access to nothing but sex, you better realize you ain't gonna get that much from them, because when they go start getting limp and soft and they can't get to that Viagra and that Cialis, guess what? You're gonna be running back to your own age.
Your age.
Running back to your own age. I'm telling you. You own access to more. And once they cannot satisfy you, you little bumblebee, when they can't satisfy your little 24 and 25-year-old behind in bed, guess what they doing now? They pumping their heart. Because now you done whooped them. Now you done got them. Now you done put them through the ringer. Leave them home. Hey, leave them babies home and make them mamas. Leave them home. And then you go run the streets and do what you want to do. Now you got them whooped. Because what he going to do now, oh, is he really going to let you go and run to the next 24, 25 years old? How? He can't keep you in the bed. See, they don't tell this. You own access to more than that. See, it's a flip side to this thing. They can't keep up a lot of the times as they get older. They know that. Talk about that.
You can be right all you want to.
We're going to be right all the time. But being right all you want to is only making it right for you. That doesn't mean anything. We've talked about this already, Mr. Kevin Samuels. No matter what you say, at the end of the day, ladies, you can follow this cult leader and you can listen to his submissive cats if that's what you need to do. All I can tell you is this. A true cat, they chase the rat. These are some submissive cats. Put a rat in front of them and watch how he chase her. This is your girl, Queen Dee Dee. Yep, what Dee Dee said it. Next time you come to the fight, make sure you dress right. You dress right, the queen dress right. Talk to you next time. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you don't do anything else, I say doop, 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 doop. Get to know me.